right there, lady. Listen, I often get asked, how do you generate leads using LinkedIn? How do you manage to make people go from observing your content, watching your content, to actually becoming your clients or buying your products? You see, it's pretty straightforward. You always have to give. You always have to give. And how do you use LinkedIn as a tool? You see, I see a lot of really spammy messages out there saying, like, let's connect. I would love to connect with someone who is so accomplished as you. Or like, these are just really canned, spammy messages. That does not work. It's never worked. I don't know about you, but when I receive those messages, I'm like, blah. But however, instead, one message that we've used consistently, and it works really, really well to send out to your dream clients, dream opportunity holders, is when you reach out and say, hey, Susie, my name's Olivia. I'm on a mission to close the gender wage gap. And I noticed that you're a career-oriented woman as well. I wanted to invite you, if this resonates with you, to join my free community, which is the Salary Coaching Inner Circle. And that's where I nurture the heck out of them. Just love them. And understand that if you're trying to push for money, you're not going to get it. In fact, you're going to push money away. However, if instead what you're doing is just giving them and allowing them to come to you, completely different ballgame. Does that make sense? You see, I want you to try this strategy. Start connecting with your dream opportunity holders. And of course, there's going to be women who are just going to ignore you and not going to want anything to do with you because they're not the right energetic match. However, in my experience, most women that I connect with, and maybe some of you who are watching this, have resonated with that message. And I say, listen, I'm building this career-oriented, or not career-oriented, I think it's this community of women who is driven to succeed, driven to build their career on their terms and make money while doing so. Is that something that you'd be interested in joining? If so, I would love to to send you the link. Don't send the link in the message, just send it to them after. But anyhow, I hope that helps. That's what I do. And truth be told, it works like crazy. So another question I often get is, how do you make these leads go from leads to buyers? So there's a bit of a nurturing process that goes along. And for us, we use a couple of different touch points. We use LinkedIn, we use Facebook, and we use our email sequencing. So the first touch point, usually when we reach out to them through LinkedIn. We take a look at their profile beforehand and make sure that it's someone who is going to resonate with what we have to offer. Then we connect with them. We send them a message, or I send them a message, or my team does. Depends on the day. And we reach out and say, hey, I have this community of women. Looks like you'd be a great fit for it. If it's something that you're interested, want me to send you the link? And that's the first step. Second step, once they're in the community, give. Absolutely give all the value you possibly can give. Why? Because they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they don't know what you have to offer. So when they start seeing your content, they start treating you as, okay, this woman knows what she's talking about. They see you as a coach, or they see you as the professional that you are, the consultant that you are. That's when they start to notice that maybe she could help us. And at that point, you move them on into that trust category. They're warm leads at this point, right? And then the next point is taking them from warm to hot. You take them into a hot lead with a small offer, a tiny offer, whether that's a book, a mini course that you might have. That's where you move them into that space of, all right, how do I get them to actually do that first micro commitment? And it's a $10 offer, $15 offer, maybe even a $47 offer, right? And then you nurture the heck out of them there and continue moving them up the ladder. But here's the crucial thing that you need to understand. Know and realize that people want to pay you. They want to pay you for what you're bringing to the table. Most women don't realize this. They feel guilty charging money. I don't feel guilty charging money. Why? Because I know that what I'm giving them can truly make an impact in their lives and can truly change their careers and their earning potential forever. So understand that people want to give you money. So don't feel that you're giving too much value for free, but also don't feel that they are not going to be willing to give you money for the same thing, but you just put structure around it. Because information is gold, right? My YouTube channel is full of gold. But the thing is, people want to pay me because I put structure around all of that content in my courses, in my programs. Does that make sense? So apply it in your business and see how that goes. I guarantee it's going to make the world of difference in terms of the leads that you can attract. All right, so let's talk about price point and charging. Listen, compensation is my expertise, and this is where I'm going to be a little bit ruthless with you. I don't want you to find yourself in a position where you're charging by the hour or charging less than you deserve, which is 99% of women out there who are doing this coaching and consulting thing. Now, you need to understand your worth before you ever set the prices. Because if you go out fishing and looking at other people's offers in your industry, more than likely you're going to feel terrible. You're going to look at their prices and you're just like, I can't charge that much. I can't figure out my price points. What I want to tell you, and this is what I've done in my own business, is price myself energetically. There's a sense of you should price your point. Like I was talking to a client the other day and she's like, well, I should price my artwork based on square footage and all of these things and like materials and all of these elements that go into the canvas and the materials that I work on. And as much as, yes, that's a factor to take in, you have to be energetically aligned with your charging prices, with your going rate. If you're not going to sell. I tell you this, I actually ran one time a course that I sold for $500, give or take $500. And I was like, throughout the entire process feeling, you know what, this course is so much more worthy than that. And I literally turned around and energetically repriced it to $2,000. Sold like hotcakes. Why? Because I was energetically connected and I felt better about the price point and felt like I could show up better for my clients than I would at the lower price point. So energetically speaking, I need you to understand, where are you pricing yourself? Are you pricing yourself out of your market? If so, we need to do something about that. And are you pricing yourself too low? Then you're going to have trouble attracting a client that is truly going to value what you bring to the table. And you're sending out incongruent energy, like you're at an energetic disconnect if you keep getting people who are telling you that what you're offering is too expensive, that what you're offering they can't afford. You're not in tune with your offer. This is when you have to raise your prices and decide, you know what? Okay. This is where it comes down to me deciding I'm going to be charging more because it's worth more. And I believe in my value and I believe in what I bring to the table. Anyhow, I hope that's helpful. Do not charge by the hour. That's my first piece of advice because, well, you leave way too much up to chance. And what if your client doesn't show up? And second of all, energetically tune into your pricing. It needs to feel energetically aligned with who you are. So another question I often get is, how do I charge for my one-on-one coaching programs? For private coaching, the way that I've set my prices is you charge monthly, but you set expectations of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Now, the way that works is I tell every single one of my clients, listen, I'm going to charge you monthly, but I need you to go ahead and book me at least 3 months out, because I'm going to, like, my calendar books out completely. It's out. So I need, in order for us to secure the continuity of your coaching program so that I can help you accelerate the results that you want and get you to that next level, I need to make sure that you're on my calendar. So even though I don't really penalize people for not wanting to coach with me, because I find that's actually a good thing. Like, if you're energetically not in tune with me, the way that I coach, like, I want to let you go because I want to leave room for more money to come in. Like, I need to leave that room for someone who's really going to benefit from my coaching to come in and coach with me. But here's the thing. I usually set the expectation to say it's 5,000 or 10,000, 15,000, whatever it is per month. And furthermore, if you pay for the 3 months in advance, you get a discount. If you pay for 6 months, you get a bigger discount. And then if you pay for the year in full right up front, you get an even bigger discount. But what that does is you set continuity to your program and how you're going to get paid. Don't charge monthly. Set the expectation that it's a long-term proposition, because otherwise you're going to be selling yourself short. The way that I say this is, listen, you can pay the monthly price. There is a premium to that. You can go ahead and pay for the next 3 months up front, and that actually gives us that continuity, and we can go ahead and give you that discount. But furthermore, whether you're in any of my programs, I need you to be 3 months in advance on my calendar because I book out. Does that make sense? I hope that helps.